Really.
In a top left position, we have My Insanity, Sacsri.
Now, Kev, I know you're a very active European Protoss, so you can probably tell me quite a bit about Sacsri. Of course, he had an amazing run at DreamHack. Yeah, sorry, I always confuse the run that Sacsri had, because right after or right before, Solar had that great run at the Intel Extreme Masters, where he lost in the final against Asia, in Asia. So those tournaments were, like within a week from each other, so I was confused. But tell us about Sacsri.
He likes to build a lot of queens, 6, 7, 8 queens. Lots of creep spread. He's very aggressive. Sometimes he'll do Ling Roachal in. And when I say sometimes, I mean he does it a lot. Like 50% of his games is Ling Roachal in. He drone scouts.
Ooh.
If he thinks that he can hatch block, he'll do it. We're going to see how Bling responds. The best
That's
response.
interesting, because, sorry, but he's opening up with a forge. I think Bling was looking for some cannon shenanigans, but now instead he's going to have to drop a defensive cannon.
2. He has to drop 2.
What do you think, Dima?
Kind of the same.
Dima is like,
Yeah,
where's
like
Tassadar? Where's my force field?
No.
I'm kidding.
No, I think Blink was thinking that if Sacsri goes hatchery first, he just can cannon rush on this map. It's good on this map.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but this is not nice for Blink, because this is not where you want to cannon rush. You don't want to cannon rush your own natural.
I actually think this scenario is
kinda
okay. Yeah, Bling will get out ahead if he defends it well.
I mean, this should not finish. I don't think that Sacsri will let it finish.
No,
it
he
seems
should
like a
cancel.
waste of money.
Yeah.
Okay. He's indeed blocking on the other side. I think this is very important. At the same time, he's still blocking the drone as well on the left top side of the map. The drone that's desperately trying to morph into a hatch and will succeed in doing so. So that's nice for Sacsri. But yeah, I can see where you're going with it. That this has delayed Sacsri as much as it will delay Bling.
Yeah, I think even a little bit more. Even though he does get the cancel in the end, which is nice, of course. He might even try to block it a bit with the drone. But I don't know, just gets the Nexus up. So this is good for Bling, I would say.
I love the HomeStory Cup calls. They're always the greatest.
What do you think Blink will do next? Like what?
It's so hard to call right now because everything is, of course, quite a bit delayed. I think from Forge, the most common things we see is Stargate. Yeah.
Stargate, yeah.
So and Bling is an Oracle guy, so
yeah,
he likes his oracles, man.
In PvP?
Yeah, I'm PvZ. I'm not sure about PvP. I haven't played it
in the old days, talking about the way I spent a lot of time in Europe, Bling was not really a Stargate player at all in this matchup. But I guess things did change over time. And after the Forge, it does make a lot of sense. You can get some +1 as well. You could even do like maybe get a hidden pylon somewhere and then warp in a bunch of Zealots to complement his Oracle. Something like that could be awesome. We'll see a few Zerglings, I believe, running across the map. But with 2 cannons, he should be more than fine. I highly doubt that they will be able to run by.
Yeah, but
is that a full wall off?
Yeah, but it isn't safe.
Nice.
That's a very inconvenient wall by Bling, and that's a very poor location of his cybernetics core. I actually think he's gonna have to cancel his core, and that's pretty devastating as a Protoss player.
Yeah, it is. Normally, in a normal game, your cybercore would finish around 520, and now it isn't even started.
It's gotta cancel.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is horrible.
Okay, that's a little unfortunate for our rockstar, the superstar himself. Man, Bling just gets more sexier every HomeStory Cup as well. Like, if I look at those biceps and all those tattoos, I get all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah, we all do, Kev. We all do.
Makes us human, right?
Yeah.
Is it like, I think the Zealot is okay. Now the Zealot can actually walk through. This time the Zealot will be able to save the cybernetics core. +1 is on the way, but that's probably also because Bling is kind of forced, as we can see he's floating quite a bit of resources. Wow, he's going up to 3 bases super quickly. 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Very ambitious. If he gets away with it, he can just maybe like 10-gate his way to victory.
Yeah, exactly. But this feels like a bit of a desperation third, you know. My tag is so late, my cybercore got delayed, I also made the cannons early on. He already started the +1 because of this. I was like, well, I guess I get a third, because getting a Stargate right now doesn't make any sense. It will arrive when there's 3 spores down and he already has 75 drones. So
75 may be slightly exaggerated for the people at home, but the moral of the story was correct. He will have a good economy and he will have a bunch of spores. They do have 75 against me. That's what I can It's like, here are my 4 Phoenixes. Like, lift up 1, 12 more heads. She's like, no! Something went wrong in this game. 3 extra gates going down already. Does he have a... no probes out on the map currently. Sacsri already getting a Roach Warren. Sacsri knows these dirty European Protosses. He's like, if I don't get a Roach Warren, there will be Zealots marching in my base somewhere.
Yeah, Sacsri has a sick economy right now. There's like so many drones and 80 still in production.
He does know about this third base from Bling. He spotted it with his Overlord. So that's very good news. Twilight Council going down as well, so Bling will probably add a robotics facility behind this too.
Maybe a bit later. First go up to maybe 5 or even 7 gates.
You think?
Yeah, he might.
But don't you think he's afraid of maybe Roach madness? Like, imagine if those Roaches would have burrow too.
Yeah, that would be bad.
I must say, I do really like the placement of that cannon. It's so cute. It's so well protected by these 3 pylons. It's like there's 3 little guardians.
Yeah, like 3 big boys on the left as well, you know? No one's touching you, buddy. You're safe. Actually, 22 links on the way. He's going to scout for pylons, I guess. He doesn't have Sacsri doesn't have a lot of map control, actually. So he should get that. Yeah,
2 more gates going down.
It will be mostly Link Hydra, looks like, and then transition probably to Muta and +2 bases.
Yeah.
And a lot of gas.
I mean, Bling is down in workers, but you could say that it's still sort of playable. Like being down 11, 12 workers in this matchup, but having very quick access to 3 bases yourself as Protoss is really not all that bad. I am, of course, worried for the first big engagement, especially if the force fields are not on the money for Bling. That's when things will get truly dicey. Yeah, but for now, it looks like a very playable game.
Yeah, it looks kind of okay for him, I would say. Good upgrades as well, so he's going to be able to stop the Hydra push relatively easy.
Yeah. Also, I want to say that the Hydra Den was built once, and then somehow it didn't build, and he started his Hydra Den like a few seconds ago.
You're right. I think he tried to drop it behind the mineral line in his natural, and then he stopped it. Good point there, Diva.
So it's a little bit delayed already.
And that's very good news for Bling, because it always takes a little bit before the Protoss production truly kicks in, but once you have those 6 or 7 gates and you have the upgrades and you have the pylons, then suddenly that's when your supply truly starts rising. Yeah. And now Sacsri actually gave a little bit of additional time or extra time to Bling. Bling is starting moving out. He has to be very careful.
I don't like this.
Yeah, he's bringing his Mothership Core, but still, you have to be very, very careful with this.
I think if you're playing against Hydra, there's no real reason to attack. They're equal on income. They have the same amount of workers, and he's getting better tech, basically. So all he has to do is defend this push, and he's going to be in a fine position.
What if he just snipes the fort and gets out?
Yeah, it will be great.
But it's a bit risky.
Yes, be very careful here. The sentries are a little bit exposed. Zergling sneaking in from the left side. Mothership Core is going to have to use recall pretty much immediately. And 1 or 2 sentries did go down. But
was close, man.
I guess that that proves your point.
Yeah, I don't think this was a great idea, but he got out well. He might have lost 1 sentry, and a lot of stalkers are damaged, but you should still be fine to hold this. Sacsri is actually committing a lot to this pressure. He's building 10 more Hydras. How many is there already?
I don't really like that Bling is getting extra gates now, while he's only he's pretty low on supply, and you should say he doesn't have enough money to constantly produce out of 6 or 7 gates. And I also think he should be getting a robotics bay, which he doesn't have now. Blink's army is in a very, very awkward position to defend this Hydra link push.
Yeah, some poor force fields as well. This isn't the best for Bling. No photon overcharge because he already used all the energy on the Mothership Core. But actually this fight isn't going too bad. +2 stalkers with Bling against Hydras. I think he will hold this, but he's going to be very low in supply.
Nexus absorbed a lot of damage, so that actually helped out quite a bit. A couple of good Blinks there, but still a very awkward area for these stalkers to fight. Most of the stalkers are not shooting at once, so he's going to lose a few more over here. These Hydras are trading very, very efficiently. A couple of probes falling in the process as well. I don't know, Kev. It's not looking all that good for Bling right now.
Yeah, I don't know either, Kev. But yeah, this seems to be game over. Those 2 cannons will hold for a bit, but once the next wave of Hydra comes in, I don't see Bling holding any longer.
Good macro from Sacsri behind this attack. The Nexus is doing such a phenomenal job. I think he should just right-click on it. The forward blink, the good old forward blink. Couple of stalkers will fall in the process. It's close, but I think the Hydras will clean it up and will probably get the Nexus too. 3 more stalkers. It's a close call.
This is actually quite a close game because Sacsri did not produce any drones at all. So he is a lot more all-in with this than I would have expected him to be. If Bling manages to hold like in a solid way, he'll be in a decent spot, but
he's down just 42 army supply. He has 12 army supply against 50-something from the Zerg. Finally, Sacsri will just click on the Nexus. He has had enough of it. The Nexus will fall, and with that, of course, a big portion of the income that Bling had. +3 is almost done for our British Protoss, but I don't think it's going to make the difference in this game anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
No, it's going to be on power too. Sad boys. Alrighty, well there we go guys. GG! Long drawn-out attack there by Sacsri with his Hydralisk and Zerglings, but in the end, able to break Bling. Truly wonder how the game would have played out if Bling did not decide to move out, if he would have had energy on his Mothership Core. Because like Harston pointed out, something is very important. Sacsri was doing all of this of 66 probes, so saying that it's an all-in, okay, that's maybe a little too far stretch, but he has to do damage with it.
Yeah, and he did a really great damage. I think if Bling just...
Even I believe so. Overall, it's just a big gaming party, but I am so pumped to play some FIFA against Red. I can't wait to see how mad he's going to get. 'Cause the last time we played, he was so mad. It was friendship on the line. But he's probably a lot better than I am right now, because he's been playing a lot and I haven't. I played a little bit with Letut.
Yeah, you told us the stories about it.
Letut is very good in StarCraft, but not so good in FIFA. All right, as you guys can see, we are loaded into game number 2 on Overgrowth. Over here on the left bottom side of the map, it is the one and only Dignitas Bling.
And in the top right positions, this is Zerg from My Insanity team. He is Sacsri.
I guess, of course, it's safe to say that in Group A, Tasia and Sacsri are the overwhelming favorites.
Yeah, I would say so. Kane I would rate as the third player, and Bling sadly as the fourth. But
Bling is not here to play StarCraft, let's be honest. Bling is here because he's handsome and he's a great guy to party with.
no, according to him, he's here to win the tournament. He was talking big game this morning.
Well, you see that, by the way? Bling just accidentally sent like 5 or 6 probes out from his main. Now, of course, Bling is a phenomenal StarCraft 2 player, and he's actually like, he surprised me multiple times in the past. You know, you see Bling go to the tournament, and Bling is the type of guy you always want to cheer for. You always want to do well, but then you don't expect it. Like, it's kind of like, you know, my heart wants this, but my mind knows better. But a couple of times, Bling truly surprised me with some great performances. But this is a very difficult group for him, for any foreign Protoss, I would say.
Yeah, just any foreigner in general.
Or even like most Koreans would struggle in this group. Like Tasia and Sacsri, that's like, it doesn't really matter who you are. Like, those are big name players.
Exactly. And once again, a Forge opening for Bling, actually. So he wants to play it safe. Maybe he knows that Sacsri likes the drone scout. And I would say that Forge opener is the safest against the drone scout because of the possibility of a hedge block. Sacsri, however, is opening with a hedge first on the gold. And Bling did not spot that.
It was pull first, then
hedge.
hedge.
Pull first.
Yeah. But he's going to spot it now with his one Han Solo probe that was out in the middle of the map. So Bling knows that there is a gold base taken by Sacsri. Of course, this could mean a couple of things, but I think Bling is going to send this probe back to the natural Sacsri in the near future to confirm, like, okay, it's more than just this single hatchery. Would be awesome if Bling could spot whether there's gas taken or not. Because even though this was a Forge opening, his gate is not extremely late. And if he knows he's playing against a gasless Sacsri, he might still be able to do something with it.
Yeah, maybe send his first Zealot and a Stalker.
Yeah, and a Stalker. Just be annoying, poke a little, force
a few units. It's always good to have the Zerg cut some drones.
Especially when they have ambitions to take the gold this early on. Because if you just let them do whatever they want. As you can see, Sacsri is producing, like, or sending over 8 or 9 drones. With producing, I meant, of course, transferring. So Sacsri's economy is going to be great, and Bling, well, he's going to sort of have to do something about this.
Yeah, but a lot of the times, for some reason, you see Zerg still be aggressive when they take the gold, because it does run out quicker, and it's just a big mineral boost early on. It's not, if you have 3 base saturation, whether you have the gold or you have just 3 normal mineral bases, the difference isn't too big. So normally you'll see
There
Zerg
is no difference at all.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Really big. But yeah, so normally you'll see them do something like Ling Roach, and I know that Sacsri loves to do stuff like that, so we might see something like this from him. Bling, on the other hand, is moving out with the first Zealot. There is a Stalker on the way as well as a Mothership Core, so he's probably going to do something at least slightly aggressive with all of those units. Maybe force a few Zerglings out.
Yeah, we'll keep a close eye on his 7X core as well, see if he drops a couple of chrono boosts on that, because that could truly give away what he wants to do. But we saw Sacsri already in the previous game, always making a Roach one, even though he didn't make a single Roach, just in case. You know, if Bling would have gone ham with gateway units, he would have had access to his Roaches, and it would have made his life a lot easier. In the end, he decided not to use it at all. Bling has to micro his Stalker, because it's almost being surrounded.
Wow.
So close. In the end, the Zealot will give his life for ire. But man, the Stalker still has to be very careful. It's so low on HP.
If the Stalker survives, I think this was quite a good push. He forced out a bunch of Blings, killed a few Blings.
survive.
That's a bit expensive.
Okay, this time there is a Stargate follow-up, by the way, for Bling. So Stargate is going down in the corner of his main. He's adding a few more gateways as well, which gives us the idea that maybe he wants to do something sneaky. You know, a couple of the Korean protoses a while ago were doing this build. I saw Liquid Hero do it a couple of times, where they open up with one Oracle and they just 7 gate behind it. It's actually pretty good, because that one Oracle will force out like 3 spores and will force out a lot more drones. And then if you follow it up with a quick, crazy mass gateway attack, it can be very successful. But there is an Overlord in the main base of Bling that is going to scout at least these 3 gateways.
Yeah, and there's too much gas, man. Normally with an Oracle 7 gate, you take 2 gas, or just 3 gas and fake it.
Not enough probes.
Yeah,
right?
but there's a very little probe, so I'm not sure what Bling is doing.
I just noticed as well. He's mining more gas than minerals. It's a little uncommon as Protoss.
Yeah.
Unless you have High Templars. In general, not a very good thing to do.
Yeah, but it seems like he's going into a bit of an older style. He might add 2 Stargates later on and go into Void Ray Colossi.
Oh, the Oracle's taking so much damage. It won't fall, but also not truly the way that you want to see your first Oracle fare. He did get 3 drones, so it's not like he got nothing done, but it's going to be very hard for Bling in a later phase in this game to poke in with this Oracle once more and do some work with it. It's going to have to be very careful. It's too expensive to lose, and you don't really want to rebuild it either.
Yeah, exactly. So first, Void Ray is out, did kill the Overlord. Robotics Bay on the way right now, and we're going to see if we will keep on producing Void Rays. Oh, actually, Oracle's still doing some work, killing 2 more drones. That's nice.
Man, he's playing with fire, but he's getting stuff done. Oh my god. Living on the edge. That 1 HP Oracle.
That's Bling right there. Living on the edge.
That is true. If anybody's living on the edge, it's definitely Bling. A couple of sentries are in transition there. Actually get a surround immediately. Well done here by Sacsri. Getting on top of 2. Oh, good force fields there by Bling, but still 2 sentries will go down. Sentry number 3 is going to go down as well. And even sentry number 4 is pretty low on HP, but that one will survive for now. That was the sentry that escaped by those sick force fields, by the way.
Yeah. Sacsri is on 5 gas and is producing a lot of stuff. Actually, is adding a 6th one now.
Oracle.
10 roaches on the way, so I think this is going to be very difficult to hold for Bling, actually.
Yep. Especially after losing those sentries. Losing the Oracle now as well. That was pretty much the only map presence that Bling had. Dima, what is the best thing that Bling could do right now?
You want honest?
Yeah, abandon the 3rd base?
No, leave the game is what Dima wanted to say.
Leave the game.
With good Void Ray target, he might... this is going to be so hard, man. This is going to be so hard.
We all like looking at the bright side of life, but the days that Void Rays were that good are a long, long time ago.
Maybe if had like 5 or 6 Void Rays right now, he would be decent, but yeah, he's going to lose the 3rd base and there's an Overlord.
No cancel either. Bling is going to be stuck on 2 bases pretty much forever. Good use there again with the Zerglings by Sacsri. Again, picking up a couple of sentries. The 1 hero Void Ray is now home indeed, but needless to say, our Protoss player is in a lot of trouble. You know, initially I was right. He should have abandoned just 3rd base sitting in his natural, because this was even worse.
Yeah,
this
I agree with you.
But yeah, neither was very good option. It's like choosing between 2 evils. It's always going to be a sad day for Protoss. Bling is sitting on 52 probes against the 63 drones of Sacsri, but Sacsri is having the time of his life now. He's perhaps banking up for a massive Muda transition already. He really doesn't have to, but if he wants
just
to.
In case, yeah.
You can even build Corruptors as well.
Yeah.
Like, normally you never want to build Corruptors, but if you're this far ahead,
Circle and
Corruptor
Corruptor will probably get it done in this game. Sounds a little awkward, but
even like old school Roach Hydra Corruptors will be good right now.
He can do that too. He does have circling speed, of course. But he also has +1 missile attack. He's getting like Zerg melee attacks as well. So.
But if there's one unit that is the comeback unit, it's probably the Corruptor for Protoss, isn't it? If the Zerg starts making Corruptors, you always still have a shot.
I like to agree with you, but for some reason I'm always the guy who loses his Colossus over and over again. It's like, man, I'm supposed to be happy they make Corruptors. This seems like an awkward fight for Sacsri, not one he doesn't really have to take. So this truly gives me an idea that he wants to go Mutalisk. Otherwise, that fight truly made no sense.
Yeah, there's gonna be 11 Mutalisk. There's no Blink. There's a single Stargate.
Come on, Bling. Use your spider senses. Start producing phoenixes.
Yeah, what's his anti-air like right now?
Whenever you survive a fight that easily as a Protoss after the game went pretty bad, that's like always the moment like, wait a minute, like this was way too easy. He was supposed to be like almost maxed out on Roach Hydra and Vipers were supposed to be there. Why was this so easy? And then like the moment I cancel my Colossus, that's when the Mutalisk fly my base. This is like super deja vu that happened so many times. It's like, man, I'm thinking the right things, just a little too slow, but like I'm getting
Too
there.
late.
Yeah. A lot of
Here is
Mutas flying
Muta.
across them.
Here is Muta.
Yep.
He's even gonna, what's it called? Poop on the Stargate so he can produce Phoenixes.
Contaminate.
Contaminate, yeah.
Poop sounds fine too, Kev, but might be a little early to start pooping on things. The Artosis pylon gets picked off as well as 3 gateways, and the Stargate will be unpowered. So I think that Bling is just going to go all in, everything or nothing. Meanwhile, his third base is also being ravaged by Zerglings. All these probes will fall, so all that Sacsri has to do is just clean up this Protoss army one more time. And Sacsri 2 will take a convincing 2-0 victory in his first best of 3 of HomeStory Cup 10.
Yeah, impressive play by him.
No mistakes.
Very straightforward series.
Yeah,
Very
straightforward.
Especially the second game. There was no real chance anymore after he I don't know actually what happened.
The roaches and the links. And like he got the surround on the sentries. The sentries that were in.
And before that, like he lose Zealot and almost Stalkers.
Yeah.
I think if he just wait like few seconds for Mothership Corp, he would get a much more better trade. Yeah.
We have about 15 seconds.